So in other words, in order for my business to stand out in a crowded marketplace, it's really important to have everything prepared in a way that makes the most sense to a buyer that's interested in the type of company that I have.
That is also true, is that when a company like IAG, which has several hundred businesses that are representing at any moment in time, if that buyer comes to another business and it's not right for them, whether location or price or whatever, we can say, listen, we have another business. So we can actually move buyers from a business that isn't right for them to your business. And that takes a big company with a lot of people, and that's not going to happen when you don't have a buyer base.
Makes sense. So you're differentiating IAG. You're more of an M&A advisor than you are a business broker, correct?
We are actually an M&A company that has a slightly different approach. The big M&A companies, like those businesses that are worth 100 million, a billion, and they'll do 3, 4, 5 a year because they're making a 6-7 figure commission. IAG's mission is to help those businesses, maybe from 100 million down to $500,000 in their enterprise value, give them full M&A support, but at a much lower cost, and they're getting all that professional help. So we will work with 200-300 businesses a year, not 3 or 4.
Yeah, just to expound on what David's saying is we take that large business Wall Street type approach, and we brought it down to the small middle, lower middle market, really, because that's really most of where our clients are, is in the lower to middle market, which a lot of those larger firms, what David was talking about, do not talk or handle businesses unless they're doing over a couple $100 million a year. But they're basically the same services. We've just been able to negotiate with some of our partners to give better pricing to our clients. We can, take that and move that over to them, so they're not paying hundreds of thousands of dollars in a retainers to just start the process.
It's interesting because we've talked about Jason and I many times. What happens is that the big companies acknowledge that it takes just as much work to sell a company for $1 million as it does to sell a company for $100 million. In fact, it takes more work because you have to really stimulate offers at $1 million, where there's many, many suitors for the ones at 100 million. So that's why they don't want to bother with the smaller businesses. And that's the niche that IAG fulfills.